Hello, good morning, children. I hope you all are fine. Yes. So, once again, we are going to start a new chapter. It's a poem, okay? And the topic is the merry month of March. So, for that, you all need to turn to page number 59 in your English 2 book, okay? So, The Merry Month of March is a poem written by William Wordsworth. Okay? The Merry Month of March is a nature-centric poem which tries to bring out the beauty of changing seasons. This poem brings out the essence of nature and tries to draw parallel with human life as winter is being taken over by spring. Alright? So children, this poem contains some archaic words which means very old or very old fashioned. Okay? So, we'll see those words which has been used in the poem. So first word which has been used in the poem is dot, which means do or does. Okay? Next word we have is hath, which means has or have. Okay? So in the poem, in place of has or have, a word hath has been used. Okay? So like that, last word we have which has been used in the poem is anon, which means very shortly or very quickly. Okay, so in the poem, in place of very shortly or quickly, a word anon has been used in the poem. Okay, so children, next let us recite the poem. Okay, the merry month of March. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun, the oldest and youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising, there are 40 feeding like one. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill. On the top of the bare hill, the ploughboy is whooping anon. There's joy in the mountains, there's life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. So in this poem, the poet describes the beauty of nature during the spring season. Okay, so we all know that spring is a very colorful season which brings cheerfulness and new activity in all living beings. Okay, which appears fresh and beautiful. Alright, so here the poet describes that in springtime the cock crows early at sunrise in a very new and beautiful day. Okay, while the streams nearby flowing lazily as it is green and colorful everywhere. Okay, so the birds were twittering happily sitting on the green trees, while the green fields appears to be sleeping in the warm sunny morning. Okay, and after the long winter, the people of the village are working in the fields, while the old and young together are at work with the strongest people in the village. Okay, and the cattle were grazing happily without even raising their heads. Okay, so when the snow on the land is melted in the warm spring sun, only a little snow is left on the top of the bare hills. Okay, in the poem, the snow is compared to a defeated army which has retreated far away from the battle. And the ploughboy who is ploughing the field is shouting anon, which means sooner in a jealousy way. Okay, and the mountain slopes are now filling up with colorful plants where a sight which brings joy to the eye and mind of the observer. Okay, and the spring flowing down the mountain slopes are now alive with water from the melting snow. At last, the poet says that little clouds are floating about under the blue sky, where the rain and snow of the winter season is over and gone, and the weather at springtime is very pleasant and joyful. Okay, so children, this poem is all about nature and its beauty. Okay, so watch this video and learn the poem by heart. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.